Tanner?
Yes, I am.
Hey, Alex Jones, how you doing? I'm a documentary also studio for Alex Jones.
Oh, hi,
How you doing? We just want to know if we could ask you some questions here behind closed doors or wherever best. About the Army and Air Force Special Operations in conjunction with the SWAT team here in Hernando County.
You know we're not in charge of the operation, and so they're answering any questions that the media has.
Oh, I'm just asking about the law enforcement's role in the training as reported by the local newspaper.
Well, I prefer that you just talk with them. They've asked us to just refer all questions to them. Now, I honestly, legitimately do not know what exactly they're doing. I just know that we are providing some SWAT team members, and we've been cooperating with them. I honestly don't know. I haven't been out there. I haven't seen anything. I haven't even talked to Captain Glick.
The real story of Brooksville is the way the people behaved. We got the military's training canceled by our presence, but not before we saw the bizarre Twilight Zone behavior of the locals.
You listen to some of the broadcasts, and they want to know.
Be watching the program and find out what type of training they're getting. How stupid do you think they are?
Do what?
The crooks will also be watching to see what kind of training that they're getting.
Well, our military will take out the crooks. That's a free country.
That's basically what's
The
happening.
military needs to go.
Personally, I think the SWAT team training, the police training should all stay a secret. I want it to stay a secret. Because if somebody
Your
comes up and
police training the
starts,
military?
if the police are training
That's
military,
good.
good. They should. They should also learn martial arts.
Well, that's fine.
I happen to
Talking
believe
about-
that every cop should know how to do that. And if a crook pulls a gun, take them out. People want to go in.
Yeah, hey, listen, I really appreciate your time.
Personally, I think the crooks should
Hold on.
stay stupid for a
I mean,
change.
you did just clap whenever you said, she was talking about keeping the training secret, you clapped.
For our SWAT team.
Well,
That's
clap for
right.
us on
They
camera.
should stay stupid.
But you did clap.
I'm glad people are
Well, we don't want to. We don't want to know specific tactics. We just want to know what
we're
does
not
taking
here.
over an airport have to do with the Hernando County SWAT team?
Yeah, yeah. What is,
Did you talk to Captain Glick?
Yes, we did talk to Captain Glick of the U.S. Army Rangers Airborne Corps. We'll get to that in a little later. But first, let's show some more of the bizarre behavior of the locals and talk to some other officials as well.
Tell everybody everything.
well, tell the camera, we need to know. Here, tell us.
Did tell the camera, you're stupid.
We need to have the military secret with our police to keep us safe, right?
That's right.
We need to be safe.
Personally, I would just as soon as go under martial law with some of these crooks that are getting out on this early parole thing.
We didn't want to bother you while you're eating the meal. About Army Special Operations and Air Force Special Operations here in town.
Can't tell you anything about it.
Well, what about the SWAT team working with it?
Can't tell you about it.
Can't talk about it, sir? That doesn't violate posse comitatus or anything? Good. Well, how much money is the county getting for training with it? Thank you. Appreciate it, sir. Thanks a lot.
Look at the smug on their face.
They love it.
Driving away in his black Crown Victoria.
Get the license plate, Hanson.
I got it.
We blew their training mission in Brooksville, Florida. You're looking at the Hernando County Airport right outside Brooksville. Since we did this report, they have attempted to set up a Wackenhut prison camp facility with the military at the old civilian airport. They've also thrown out the old-fashioned Army National Guard and moved in the 3rd Battalion Special Forces. Oh, and it just so happens the county also has their new prison camp facility right across the street, complete with bunkhouses and concertina wire. We alerted the public to this operation. They took action, and Wackenhut has subsequently lost the contract.
First delivery.
Here comes another one.
Second delivery of concentration camp victims. Second delivery of concentration camp victims.
I'm gonna night vision this guy.
We don't have time to get into how we were chased by doom buggies and helicopters. The point is, every time we turn on our infrared, we'd be chased because it was like a giant spotlight inside their night vision. We'll get to that later.
I don't know if you people can see this, but we have 2 helicopters. They're hovering over the place where we were supposed to be today. And they're circling looking for us.
The scaled-back mission turned into an attempt to capture us for simply trying to catch video of what the military and the police were engaging in. We were chased by doom buggies, black helicopters, you name it. Unfortunately, it was next to near impossible in the darkness to catch any video of this without using our infrared illuminators. But again, it's like a giant spotlight to all of their night vision. Luckily, a local who had read about the training in the newspaper tried to catch a view of what was happening and actually saw the doom buggies in pursuit of us.
People running these dune buggies up that way and then back.
Did you see
Fast.
them? Fast. Did you see the doom buggies do anything else?
Well, they stopped at the about a half a mile up there. I think one guy got out and went out this way, away from the airport.
You saw somebody get off the doom buggy?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Did they look like military personnel?
No, they just look like, men in black. And of course they had these black hats on, like the old-fashioned Nazi helmets, and they're not quite like that.
Really?
Well, you know the kind of hats they have now. They kind of almost look like Nazi helmets, but they were black.
We tried to talk to Captain Glick of the Army Rangers in a free country on public property outside the airport. So he went inside and just called the police, and we were polite. Boy, we are extremist dissidents engaging in thought crimes.
Excuse me 1 second.
I'm not trying to preach at you. I just want to get your opinion.
No, I understand.
I just want to get your opinion about concentration
If you could
camps.
just excuse me for 2 seconds,
yeah.
I'll be right
Go
back.
ahead.
I want to get this.
We're just curious about the SWAT teams. How many different members of surrounding SWAT teams are there?
Again,
is that classified?
They were members of the sheriff's department. Members of
SWAT
the sheriff's
teams, the
department.
paper reporters.
Again, if some of them were members of the SWAT team and some of them were members of the SWAT team. But they were here role playing.
Oh, look. Guys. Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing today?
Fantastic.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, nothing. We're here.
Conducting an interview.
Yeah.
Okay. You finished with all your questions in?
Just about.
Would you like us to be finished?
If you don't have anything else and they don't have anything else to answer, then yes.
Go ahead.
Who called the police? You did?
No, I did not call the police.
Yeah.
Is there a problem here?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, great.
Did you hear that, officer?
Captain, the captain says there's not a problem.
That's fine. We got called here by a concerned citizen. That's why we're here.
Concerned citizen. What, at
Who that could
the prison camp across the street, or?
I don't know who
Oh.
called.
Okay.
Did you call, sir?
No, I did not call.
Call came in as anonymous.
okay.
Anonymous, we pulled up here and we're quietly talking with Captain, and then 3 police cars pull up. We got a call from a concerned citizen.
Do you have any other questions?
No, I just appreciate you guys making this story. Huh?
Well, thanks for talking to us now. I know it's a late hour. Thanks for talking to me to the first day.
Absolutely. We just were wanting to know about the SWAT team.
Did you give Alex the number for the sergeant major or whatever?
Yeah. If you have a pen and piece of paper, I'll be happy to give it.
You know what? We can grab that out of the car for you in just a minute. Our big question,
business card.
Mike, our big question is simply about the relationship between police and the military growing all across the country.
And I couldn't tell you about anything growing all across the country.
It's not
I don't know
growing?
anything about that.
It's growing.
I don't know. Alex, I really don't
It grows
know
very
anything
strong in
about that.
third world countries.
But I will tell you, anything you want to know about this operation. But I think I've answered all your questions.
Well, great.
We also tried to talk to some of the locals on the other side of the airport. Seems the police had already given them a visit and told them not to talk to us.
The Army came in with the FBI.
That's about it. Yeah, that's all I know.
Now, you guys live literally about 200 yards from where the action's been taking place, correct? What have you heard during the nights that it's going on?
Some gunshots, explosions.
Explosions?
Yeah, one night.
Was that Wednesday night? Wednesday night?
The first night they had it.
First night, yeah. See, we got here, so they scaled it back. They were going to have a big operation last night, but they didn't, because they knew we were out there. Did any police come by looking for us back here?
Yeah,
They did?
yeah. Told me not to talk to you.
Really? Oh, the local police told you not to talk to me. But you're not on a military base, and that's not a military base. It's a municipal airport.
I know, but I don't know.
It's modern America, isn't it? So the police did come by and told you not to talk to us?
Yeah.
Really? Do you remember what deputy said that?
No, I should have.
He just said it was that the Army had asked him to do that?
Well, you were not. I was fixing to say that.
So the
I'm going to be honest. Go tell them that or not.
No, that's fine.
They said
We like honesty. So the Army said that had told the police that I'm a nut and not to talk to us.
My friends, you know there's a serious problem in this country. Now it's time to take action. And to do that, you'll need real solutions, not phony crises created by the federal government. All across the nation, there are ways for you to get involved. One of those solutions to educate and mobilize the public is access television. That's where I got my start 7+ years ago in Austin, Texas. The entire town, all those that have cable, are able to watch the show. We've changed the minds of literally tens of thousands of Austinites. You can make TV. You can get involved. It's a lot easier than you think. Believe me. Well, media is power. I've said that 100 times. And you've got to have access to some form of media to reach the general public if you're going to affect change. And the enemy knows that. And that's why they've got a stranglehold on it. That's why I talk about information war. You've got to get involved in the information war, and micro FM radio is the place to be. Everyone has an FM radio in their car or their home, and because of the low cost, it's springing up across the nation. Tens of thousands of low-power transmitters are serving their communities with powerful information and energizing the nation. Another tool that has the globalists and control freaks on the run is the internet. My site, after 14 months of operation, now receives 9 million visitors a month. I suggest everyone get involved. But if you're not computer savvy, you can at least make copies of my documentaries and air them on Access Television. Give them to your friends, your family, your neighbors. Show them to your church or your school. It's all about educating the public and becoming your own press, America. The Achilles heel of the establishment is their enforcers. If you can educate police about the reality of what's happening, most of them will not want to go along with this criminality. You can also educate the public by calling into commercial AM and FM radio shows. And, of course, if you see wrongs in your community, right them. Be leaders in your community. When a World War II veteran was going to have his home bulldozed by the city, we built him a new house. They destroy it, we rebuild it. Kind of reminiscent of Waco back in 1993. We thought what happened there was horrible, and we brought forward the evidence. And then we decided to go ahead and rebuild them a new church. And guess what? People from around the country got involved, and we were able to build them a new church. That's the volunteer spirit. And whenever tyrants come into your town or city, it's important to confront them, whether they're politicians or bureaucrats.
Over 4 years ago, I was interviewing former and current CIA officials about the Delta Force murdering people at Waco. They were extremely concerned. That's now been borne out in the Dallas Morning News and other publications. When are you finally going to come clean about the mass murder and using high-level special operations killers to kill Americans for publicity? Very important. Number one, about the Delta Force. Number two, Senator John Danforth, your special counsel. How can he be independent, as you and others have said, when he is appointed by you to investigate you? That's the questions. Thank you.
The crowd giggled and laughed, and Reno refused to answer the question. Makes you proud to be an American. Two other solutions all Americans and people globally should be aware of. Number one, we should all ask God for guidance and pray that he deliver this country and this world from these clutches of these degenerate dehumanizers. And number two, never turn in your firearms. Slaves are disarmed all throughout history. Please make copies of this tape, multiply them, or get original copies at 888-253-3139. It's a battle. Wake up to it. Knowing is half the battle.